Joined in the booth with Greg Anthony and Brent Berry, this is Kevin Harlan. Our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. We'll see the Miami Heat defending home turf in the Eastern Conference. And so the tip-off, it's Miami. We've got a chance here to set the floor, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this one. On the court for Orlando, Fournier and Ibaka are in the forward slots. Payton and Hazonia, their backcourt. And it's Vucevic in at the center, filling out the middle. Hazonia, and that one's on target from the wing. And with new ownership and a new commissioner of the NBA, the league has been very proactive looking at the game and not being afraid, Brent, to tweak things here and there to make it better.
Well, I'm thinking about the Hack-a-Shack rule right away. I actually don't even want to say it that way. I want to say the intentional foul rule because I can't stand it.
Heck, Dwight, we could name about 10 players here that fall in that category.
Yeah, I think it's worth looking at, Kevin. I think it'd be interesting because from a strategy standpoint, there's a few things that you can do. I'm not going to go into them. You and I can go talk about
But it does slow the game. The game is based on the beauty of flow and pace and tempo, and there's nothing that slows it down like that.
No, and we're talking about the entertainment part of basketball and how much it gets disrupted when the coaches elect to use the intentional foul rule. I will say this, Adam Silver in the early stages of being commissioner in the NBA is very much willing to listen to what it is that people are offering up. I think there's a great bit of flexibility with Adam Silver in the way that the commissioner's office is looking at the game, looking at making the game better, looking at the game and trying to make it a little more appealing to the fans, so I commend him on that.
Maybe the most progressive commissioner we have in all of sports right now.
Certainly the tallest.
Didn't need two hands for that slam. One will do just fine.
You're right. He can save the other hand for the next time.
Around the league, Chris Bosh is thought about as such a versatile big man that still can dominate a game. Rare to have someone be so comfortable from anywhere on the floor with his size. Creating his own shot is very rare at the power forward spot, but expanding to the three-point line has made him devastating offensively.
Count it, good. Bosh has got 6.
He's knocking down most everything, guys. 3 of 4 here.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
And they need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
It's stolen by Dragic. And here's the fast break. Winslow's leading the way. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. That one on Vucevic.
Love the change of speed there from Winslow, forcing the D to foul him to try to prevent that one. Well, even in Winslow's short stint at Duke University, you could tell he was a winner. He helped lead that team to a collegiate title and showed up with huge games with everything on the line.
Josh Richardson's checked in for the Heat. Tyler Johnson comes in for Goran Dragic. Now here's Green looking to end the run. Bosh with some nice D.
Well, he has more than enough strength to fight through the D and convert that one. I'm surprised he came up short there.
For 3, Richardson. That shot off. The Magic trail by 7. Gordon the pass to Meeks. And nothing but hair on that one.
Ill-advised shot there.
And he knows it. Got locked into scoring mode. Couldn't pull it back.
Traps in the tray.
You could not diagram a better way to open a quarter.
And not only have they been the aggressors, their early execution has been off the charts.
Well, if you wonder how much difference a coach can make for a player, there it is. Huh?
You heard it in Serge's voice, too. That confidence has already been planted in him. That voice telling him, shoot the ball, is now in his own head. He's going to be just fine.
Well, not exactly a close game so far, but as the second quarter starts here, plenty of time for a comeback. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from Miami, guys.
They're not going to sit back and just take jump shots. It's all about attacking the paint and getting to the rim.
Well, those high percentage shots have keyed their offense tonight, and until the defense packs the lane, no reason to shift their strategy.
This is how the floor looks for the Magic start in the second. E.J. Augustine out there with Jody Meeks. Then it's Aaron Gordon. And it's Green. And it's Biyombo at the 5 down low. On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, we know Mario Hezonja is a sharpshooter out of Croatia, and some say he was the cockiest player from that 2015 draft class. He once said, "I've never had respect to anybody on a basketball court. Hey, I don't care. Whether it's a veteran or a young player standing in front of me, I always have the same goal. I want to run over everybody." Kevin?
What a quote. He is not shy. Thanks, D.A. And Orlando making a change here. Fournier is checked in. As the NBA, Brent, becomes more and more of a skill game where versatility is so valuable, you certainly fit that description as a player. Do you like the way the game is going in that regard?
I do like it, Kevin, and I'll return the question to you and ask you if you think that the skills of the players are just more honed than they were maybe 25, 30 years ago because of their availability to these specialized coaches. This was not the way it was for that generation of players.
Excellent point, but have the rules even enhanced it more that players can show more of their skills here?
Yeah, there's no question about it that the league has tended to go towards being able to allow guys freedom of...
Here we go. Let's draw it up. We've got to improve on our offensive execution, gentlemen.
Imagine Vucevic, he's checked in for Biombo. Baca comes in for Gordon, and it's Elfrid Payton in for Augustine. Now the pass to Vucevic. The shot comes out. Nice D from Williams. The Heat leading by 12. And it's out of bounds. The Heat able to retain possession here. The Heat making a switch here. Waiters is checked in. And a switch here also for Orlando. Mario Hezonja is checked in for Jeff Green. No one near him. The shot's good from Ellington. The Magic trail by 14. And the Magic's young tandem of first-round picks in 2014, Elfrid Payton and Aaron Gordon, they've come a long way together.
You know, they were teammates on the Team USA Under-19 squad that went 9-0 and won gold back in 13. And that was a great draft for the Magic, getting two high-character, high-effort, defensive-minded players with elite athleticism. And Nikola Vucevic, a skilled 7-footer who just attacks the glass. A nightly double-double machine, but still figuring out how to really become a dominant force on the inside.
Catching up on the changes with Miami. Whiteside's checked in for Bosch. Justice Winslow comes in for Derek Williams. Richardson, he's checked in for Wayne Ellington. And it's Johnson in for Goran Dragic. Richardson kicks to Johnson. On the top of the key, and the shot goes in. Johnson's got his first basket. And thinking about Vucevic, he's a guy that just tantalizes with his scoring, his size. But you hear some comments and concerns that he's not the impact defender that you would have to have inside.
Yeah, not the quickest feet or the fastest off the ground, but he does stay out of foul trouble. And for him to really move the needle, though, you'd like for him to watch tape of a guy like Tim Duncan and improve as a rim protector.
Orlando shooting their second and third free throws tonight. First free throw is good. Jody Meeks, he's checked in for the Magic. No good on the second, so he hits 1 of 2. The Heat leading by 13. There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock, and it's out of bounds to the Heat as Miami retains possession. There's 21 seconds left in the first half of basketball, and there's the feed to Richardson. Johnson up top, Waiters on the wing. Good ball movement here by Miami. And here we go with the Magic fast break, and stolen by Richardson. They get a hand on it. That'll do it for the first half.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hi again, everybody. It was all about Miami as the game got going. Near flawless execution from both the defensive and offensive areas of their game triggered a 12-2 run to start things off. After a solid quarter of play, that concludes our halftime.
Now it's been a one-sided affair so far through the first 2 quarters, but there's plenty of time to mount a comeback. One of the stories here, Justice Winslow getting it done today.
Yeah, and the numbers don't jump out at you, but the impact on the game sure does.
No doubt, huge contributions, not all showing up in the stat sheet, having an impact on this game.
A lot of length up front with Bosch and Whiteside in the middle. Dragic is out there with Dion Waiters. And it's Winslow in at the 3 spot. So that's who Eric Spoelstra starts the second half with. The shot by Payton, no good. The Heat leading by 13. Hard to believe that Hassan Whiteside wasn't even in the NBA a few seasons ago, Brent. Took some time off, but what a find he has been since coming back into the league.
Well, it's been nice to see him re-engage and maybe turn around his attitude and work ethic and maybe wanting this at his size. You have to give credit to Whiteside for not giving up on himself and putting some of that work in to become the player he is right now.
Lasagna, the pass to Ibaka. Three-pointer. It's hauled in by the Heat.
Guys, I cannot believe he missed that one, and I bet he can't either.
Bosch, that's good. Bosch has got the first basket of the second half here for the Heat.
And that's just sweet string music from Chris Bosch.
Now a timeout called by Orlando.
Hustle up. Let's figure this out now. Let's go. Listen up. We've got to make some adjustments on offense out there.
What do you think? Do you wish the game were a little grittier?
I really don't. I think the game is what it is because of the freedom of movement, because of the rule changes. What we see in front of us is how players are trying to manage the space, the pace, and how you play.
Here's Dragic. And it's Biyombo with the rebound.
He looked like he was in rhythm to shoot that one, guys, especially as open as he was. Just clanged it.
Gordon with no one around. Off the mark, had a chance to trim it to single digits. Now here's Dragic, the fast break opportunity, and he gets it to go.
Dragic, sometimes you can see it in his eyes. Once the gap is there, he's going to find a terrific finish.
There's Gordon with the 3. Gordon with another miss. The Heat leading by 14. Here's Ellington. Fournier pulls it down. The Magic have gone only 1 of 5 from the field since halftime. Very slow start offensively. Here's Green. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
That's his first personal.
And for the Heat last season, they seem to have a very defensive approach to how it is that they wanted to play. Challenged every shot, did well on their rotations, and they definitely limited their opponents' scoring by slowing down the pace of the game.
A different look for Miami. Derek Williams, he checked in for Johnson. Josh Richardson comes in for Wayne Ellington. And it's Johnson in for Goran Dragic. And a switcher also for Orlando. Meeks is checked in.
Outstanding entry pass there. He knew exactly where to go with the ball.
As you said, the Heat pride themselves on their defensiveness and one of the best teams in the league, Brent, in opposing points per game.
Well, it shows you just how great a unit they are defensively, but you can't just have athleticism and tenacity on the defensive end. You have to have great communication on the back line, and I think that's where the credit to the coaching staff has to go. They've gotten these guys to talk to each other on that end of the floor, and that's reaping some huge dividends.
Justice Winslow, he's checked in for Miami. Outside, Meeks. And it's Miami with the rebound. Whiteside's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. That's in, coming off the assist from Johnson. The Heat lead by 17.
And Whiteside gobbles up the close range opportunities at the basket like he did there.
Welcome back as we get ready to start the 4th quarter. Not exactly a nail-biter here, but you never know. The Heat leading by 17. 4th quarter on the floor for the Magic. Payton and Hezonja, their backcourt. Ibaka is the 4 with Vucevic in the middle. And it's Green in at the small forward. Here's Whiteside. Doesn't go that time. Great D that time from Vucevic. Here's Green. Makes it off the glass. Green's got the first basket as we get going in the 4th for the Magic.
And you really can't forget about Green's speed. So effective on the drive.
Pass to Whiteside, 11 feet away, and misses it off the right side of the rim. The Magic trail by 15. Here's Azania, and it's Whiteside with the rebound. Whiteside's got his 8th rebound here tonight. And it's Winslow, that time on the assist by Johnson.
Timeout.
That's now 8 points for Justice Winslow.
Bring it in, guys. Let's shut him down now. Look here, guys. This is what we live for. We have battled
For last season, I mean, it's still a young team that has to feel like they're headed in the right direction with a plethora of young and up-and-coming talent.
Catching up on the changes with Miami. Wash comes in for Josh Richardson, and it's Dragic in for Tyler Johnson. And the Magic making a change here as well. Evan Fournier's checked in for Green.
Yeah, and the ability to generate points off offensive rebounds, something Ibaka did a lot earlier in his career before he started spending so much time on the perimeter.
Waiters gets a wide open look. No good on that one. And Orlando the other way now. And Greg, for the Magic, offense is where they need to take that next step. What's the key there, you think?
I think shooting has been their Achilles heel. I mean, you can only accomplish so much with dive, cuts, and drive. It gets clogged up in the paint. They've got a great shooting coach. They seem to be drafting athletes and then trying to coach them up to become better shooters.
Dragic kicks to Bosh. Misses the three. The Magic trail by 15.
And so just rolling to the finish line now in what has been a very confident-looking performance for the Heat.
This was a very efficient offense tonight.
And they found a way to get their shots to go down. A little luck didn't hurt. A lot of their 50-50 shots fell their way. And you have to look back at this and see the huge game it was for Chris Bosh.
You know, fellas, if we put this one on tape, we could send it out as a clinic. It was awesome. Physically and mentally, just dialed in. And when you got a guy with his talent able to outwork and outthink everyone else on the floor, it results in this kind of dominant performance.
The fans are just loving what's going on here tonight. A really good win for the home team.
Yeah, and good to see that these guys are excited, gave their all, and then some. This is the result of all that hard work.
Fournier for three. Miami grabs the miss. 17 points was their biggest margin. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. The wide open look here for Bosh. That's in, coming off an assist from Dragic.
And they're not finished just yet. They're going to make sure about this win.
That's the rub. They're leaving nothing to chance here, putting all their energy into this closeout.
Ibaka, wide open, he fires. Bangs home the trifecta.
Mostly a dunker early in his career, Ibaka has moved his game further out to the perimeter, which has dropped his percentages but raised his value as a floor-spacing big.
And so Miami takes this one by a big margin. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they were happy to be playing at home tonight.
And it makes a big difference. And once they started to really play